Gracie's Adventure Show, and we have our new guest, Chewy the Squirrel.
Hey everybody, my name's Chewy the Squirrel.
Alrighty then. Today we are going to be making a hot air balloon. This is the supplies you'll need. String, a balloon, wired string, lead candle lights, party streamers, and spray glue.
Oh, that sounds sweet, baby!
First thing you're going to need to do is blow up your balloon.
Beep bop doop bop doop bop dee bop beep bop doop bop doop bop dee bop beep bop doop bop doop bop dee bop beep. Beep bop doop bop doop bop dee bop beep bop doop bop doop bop dee bop beep bop doop bop doop bop doop. That's a big balloon, baby!
Okay.
Nice. Okay. And
Hey, I fell out of my nose! Oh no!
After you got your balloon all tied up and blown up, you get some party streamers and tear it off in pieces like this.
yes, folks, you need quite a bit.
Once you're done ripping all your party streamers, you take your balloon to the bathroom. Fill your bathroom sink up with water. Dun dun. Hold it by the tail, and then you take some party streamer. And then you put it in the water, and then you take it out, and you lay it on your balloon.
And it don't have to be perfect, you just lay it on there. There you go. There you go. Cover it. The objective is to cover the whole balloon up with these. And it don't have to be perfect, you're just getting down there real quick. Hey everybody, the balloon is going well. And look, this is just one coat. You're gonna need about 3 coats. Okay?
Oh my god!
Because it has to be sturdy. And this is just paper. Parent can actually hold the balloon at both ends while the kid takes the streamer, dips it in the water, and places it on the balloon. The parent will press these down like this. You have to keep it moving because you're wringing all the water out of it too at the same time and trying to keep it all flat, trying to get all those air pockets out of these streamers. Okay, now once the balloon is all covered with party streamers, tail is obviously exposed there because what you're going to do is tie a string around this like that. You're going to put the string right underneath that knot there, and you're going to hang it up overnight and let it dry, and it will be dry. Okay, and then what you do is you tie this, you make a little loop around there, and you pull it, and then you make another loop. Basically, you're just making a knot. Alright, so now what you have is something like this. See? Isn't that cool? Now what you do is you take your balloon and you hang it up somewhere for it to dry overnight. Okay?
Okay.
And this backing tape is pretty strong, so it should have no problem. Freaky!
A towel under the balloon to stop the water from getting on the floor.
Yeah, because it's still got some water in it and it's still dripping a little bit. So, but we did it! Whee!
Victory dance.
Now we have to wait. We have to wait overnight now.
Now that the balloon is all dry, we spray some spray glue on it.
Okay. need a light coat of this stuff on there, because if you put too much on there, it'll take forever for it to dry.
Yeah.
It'll actually take it almost 2 days to dry if you put too much on there. Underneath, once it dries.
This is the best way to let your balloons dry.
You look like a planet. Okay, everybody, now for the moment of truth. We're going to pop the balloon with a little knife. It's easier to use a really sharp, pointy knife because it makes a nice little slice in there. Sometimes a thumbtack can be hard to get in there. And you put it in that hole there, and you see how kind of hard it is. It's got air in it. And then the balloon will actually pull out of the hole. All that air escape, and watch. And there it is.
Once your balloon is popped, now you have to cut the wire cord to the basket.
Okay. And also, you will need a hot glue gun.
And remember, you always have to have parent supervision for the hot glue gun.
Yes, which is very hot.
So this is the tea light candle, and it's going to be used for the basket. And whenever you turn it on, it's like the fire that makes the balloon go. So.
Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut 3
Strands.
3, maybe 5-inch strands. This is that rope that has the wire in the middle of it. You can find this at Dollar Tree.
Okay.
So once you cut one, cut it, but then you need a pair of scissors to cut the rope, because if you try to cut it with these, it's just going to make it
Bend.
it's just going to make it not cut right.
And you need some very sharp scissors for that.
Then you make sure your line is straight before you cut another one. Okay, and then you take this and you line it up with this. And then you cut at the bottom here. Right here, right where that one ends. Okay,
And
then
then you
your
get the
scissors.
scissors and cut it. Now those are both the same way.
Alright, now you got your 3. It looks about maybe 4 inches or so.
That's okay.
Make sure you have this plugged in before you do anything so the heat, it can heat up the glue. Make sure you have your glue sticks on hand, because these glue sticks from Dollar Tree they heat up real quick, and it ain't really the best glue sticks. So the first thing you'd want to do is where these have, see, they kind of come off the wire, the rope does.
Yeah.
You'll have to glue those a little bit. So put a little bit of glue there and kind of go around.
And again, guys, you need adult supervision for this.
Just enough to keep those down while you're working, because
Yeah.
it will come unraveled and it'll drive you crazy. Alright, so far we have 2 of these on there. And the third one will go over here. It's like a triangle. See, it's going to go on there like this. Just like that. So, and I just do this by eye, but you can be particular if you want. But anyway, I'll give you a close-up view of what's going on here. Close-up view. But anyway, you take this glue, a little bit on there, push it on here. It's best to push it on there while it's down, so you know that it's all the way down there. Okay. And then we just wait for those to dry really good. That's what you'll end up with, something like that. Alright, and then what you do is you take each one of these and you kind of bend them out. But you got to be real careful. You put your finger here on the base, okay? And you take this and you kind of bend it out like that. See? So it looks like that. Take your other one. Bend it out like that. And you take this last one and you push it out like that. You kind of start right here at your base. Always put your finger right here, because if you don't do that, it'll pop right off the tea light candle. Alright, so that's what it kind of looks like. Like this. Okay. Now what you do is don't make sure that they're not bent too much. You just want the balloon to be glued on each of these tips here. Okay? So that right there is pretty good. So what we gotta do here, make sure your balloon will fit on there, and the hole goes at the bottom. Make sure it's straight. Set it on there first. Get an idea. Okay, it looks pretty straight right there, right? And then what you do is you just put it over back on the cup. And then we gotta be kind of fast with this, so put a whole glob of it on there. And then you get your balloon. You gotta be real quick. Make sure it's straight. Is it straight over there?
Yes.
Hopefully. And then you just let it sit.
Now we got one more thing left to do before it's done.
Okay, and it wouldn't hurt to take some glue and put it in the corners of these, just to help it a little bit more. Right in the corner of these ropes. Take this rope and you twist it off of the wire. You get quite a bit. And then you cut that off. Now what you're left with is just a flimsy rope. You can also buy flimsy rope, but we like to recycle things.
Recycle!
Put some glue on the end of this rope, like that, a big glob of it, and then you wrap it around this part right here. Alright, now what we'll do is add a little bit of glue to each rope and wrap it. Make sure it's straight. You're just wrapping around this. Just gives it a better look, I think. Then you just trim off some of the excess hairs once your glue is dried. It's not really dried yet.
This is the finished product. You lit it up. Now it's a hot air balloon.
Cool. It looks awesome. Put it in a very, very secure place, because this right here is very fragile.
Ba-dum-dum-dum.